Hello baby queers and welcome back to my channel. It is time for some good old queer TikTok. Before we get started, you know the drill. Grab something to drink, grab some water or some tea, and then come back to watch this video because I know y'all don't hydrate enough. And while you're at it, take your meds if you need to. You know? But anyways, if you have your drink, let's get started.
I am beautiful, I am loved, I am safe, I am free. I don't need to be like them, I just need to be like me.
I love the little chameleon. It's so cute. These videos are so cute. I don't know if this is the only one, but I definitely had videos of this before. They're really cute. And yes, I know it's difficult to just be yourself. But honestly, as long as you try to be authentic, if you can do it safely, obviously, you're good.
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty. Good night, Denise.
Okay, that's fair though. That's fair. Because the conversation itself can be really awkward because a lot of people will just not understand and there will be weird comments. And P.S. there is an asexual video coming up soon anyway, so you'll understand what I mean if you don't already. Okay, just the way the last woman was holding the things in her hands just reads as very queer. I mean, I know women just don't have pockets, but still, holding things like that still seems very queer. But at the same time, a funeral on a yacht? That's just cool. That's honestly just cool. Oh my god.
And don't stop, shoot shot, go out to the parking lot.
Fab Five Freddy told me everybody's fly. DJ spinning, I said my.
Why not both? Both is good. Both is the kind of chaotic non-binary energy I'm here for.
Conversation we just had. So why am I like this? Why am I like this?
Why am I like this? Probably, I don't want to say it's actually half of the people who accidentally out themselves like this, but I think it happens too much probably, because as soon as someone else hears it, they're probably going to pick up on it, unless you just keep talking and act like nothing happened, in which case you might get away with it, but ouch. I hope you're okay. I hope this didn't actually happen.
Whoever sent you this video wants you to know that they are in fact gay. And they have a sneaking suspicion that you are too.
Well, their sneaking suspicion is correct. I am actually quite queer. But I do in fact apparently have the chameleon. But also, I have to include a screenshot of this chameleon because I really like that they included the intersex flag as well. On the tail. It's just really cute. Yeah, honestly, I still don't understand why people do this. To just like completely abandon their friends. Like if you spend like a little bit less time with them because you want to spend more time with your partner, that's understandable. To just ignore them completely for the sake of your partner, that's just weird to me. I don't understand why people do this, but it does happen a lot, so it is actually quite a valid fear. Because honestly, death is kind of inevitable, right? So I'm honestly just not scared of it either, because what am I going to do about it? But the second one is just legit.
Jesus is the only one that can satisfy.
Have you ever heard of a lesbian?
I would say it's kind of an ongoing joke that men are just bad in bed, but honestly, I think it is just easier to sleep with someone who has the same parts, because that way it's a little bit more intuitive on what you have to do to make the other person feel good, right? So I'm not even gonna say anything else, because honestly, really, and also I am gonna say something else. Again, trying to push your religion on other people is just weird. If you find fulfillment in your religion, that's cool. Good for you. You know, I'm happy for you. But still, trying to push it on other people just still seems weird.
Queer things I didn't know were queer until I realized I was queer, part 15. As it turns out, showering with your friends, not a straight thing to do. I remember coming up with all sorts of different types of rationalizations circa like elementary school and maybe early middle school as to why it was necessary that my friend and I, that we showered together. Like, well, let's save water, or let's save time. We'll keep our bathing suits on. And being like, it's not gay. If we have our bathing suits on, it's not gay. Like, let's shower together, no homo. The best part is we were on the same page. We were both like, oh yeah, this is sensible. This makes the most sense. I literally cannot.
Why did this happen so often though? I mean, this didn't happen to me, but I've heard so many other queer people say this, of like doing things and rationalizing it away because it's not queer, right? Like, we have our bathing suits on, it's not gay. Okay, wanting to shower with someone of the same gender, not a very straight thing to do, you know? Okay, I'm not gonna cry on camera. I'm not gonna cry on camera. But yes, I love seeing queer people happy in general. But just seeing the contrast, because they can smile in pictures all they want, because it's the same thing with trans people, like all trans people pre-transition. We all just kind of look dead inside. And if you know, you can just see it. So it's very visible, and just seeing them so happy afterwards is so cute, and it makes me so happy. And I'm not gonna cry on camera. I'm just not gonna cry on camera. But still, I might, because this is way too cute. Ouch. Yeah, of course. Again, it is really weird to care what's in other people's pants if you're not, like, if you want to sleep together, it's kind of valid to want to know. But still, apart from that, it's just weird. Why do you need to know what's in everybody else's pants? Like, why do you care? Like, they're wearing pants. Like, you're not gonna see it. Like, why do you care? Right? That's just weird. And the whole, oh, you'll always be a girl and you'll always be, like, your dead name to me. Like, honestly, could you be less supportive? Really? Like, how difficult is it to imagine that someone's different than you thought they are? Because I feel like we all make assumptions about people all the time. But if they're like, oh, hey, that's actually not true, I'm actually more like this, then why are you going to be like, oh, yeah, no, I know you better, and you'll always be this? Like, dude, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. What are you doing? Just how difficult is it to be accepting? Apparently very hard for a lot of people. But I don't get it. It does seem a very queer thing to do. But again, why is it? I'm not a queer girl, so I'm probably too short to do that pose anyways. I would probably fall over, but why do you love doing that pose? Okay, you know that non-binary doesn't mean anything about how you should present, right? A lot of people think it does. And I was like, oh no, you're not trying hard enough to look non-binary or whatever. I have newsflash. If you're non-binary and you put on a dress, you're still non-binary. If you put on a suit, still non-binary. If you just hang around in sweatpants all day because you have no energy to get dressed, it's still non-binary. You know, it really, literally, it doesn't matter. If you like wearing makeup or nail polish and you like being femme and pretty, who gives a shit? You're still non-binary. Legit, just be chill and worry about your own freaking life. What are you doing?
Where are all of my mask femmes? Because we are like up to here. We are femmes in a masculine way. We be femming in a mask way. And the girls who get it, get it.
It kind of makes sense. It's kind of the same with the whole non-binary energy of I want to look like a girl in a boy way, but like a boy in a girl way. It's very that, because this person, she still gave out very like masculine energy, but in a femme way. It just makes sense. I don't know why it makes sense, but it does.
Baby, I want to be closer.
You're on top of me.
I want to be inside your skin.
What?
Okay, but it feels like that, okay? If you're just cuddling with someone you like, there is no being too close, but sometimes there just also isn't it close enough, because somehow it always just seems like you're not close enough, even though you're legit pressed up against each other. Why? And is it just a queer peep? Is it a queer thing, or do straight people do that too? I'm not sure, but legit, that's just fair. Yeah, well, asexuality is a thing. Asexuality is a thing. Who would have guessed? You know? Who would have guessed? I hate to break this to you, a lot of people probably won't. A lot of people probably won't. And I'm really sorry. And it's kind of understandable why ace people want to date other ace people, because sometimes it's just easier. But I hope that if you want a relationship, you find someone who respects your boundaries and is okay with not doing certain things, because honestly, just because you're so uncomfortable with sex doesn't mean you don't deserve to be loved. You know, legit, those two things are completely unrelated. I love the energy of walking around with a mug in public. That's just kind of cool. But honestly, these... Okay, I'm sorry, but a mullet is kind of a dead giveaway. But But honestly, I love freckles. I don't know why. I kind of got distracted, but I love freckles. That's so cute. But legit, a mullet will always give it away. It's just always gonna give it away. There's just like a few things that are so queer that they just kind of look weird on a straight person. Like mullets.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
Boo, you whore.
I kind of, honestly, the lesbian flag is tricky because I really can't stand like color blocking if you put pink and orange next to each other, so I'm really glad she didn't. But honestly, I'm here for it. I'm kind of here for it. Honestly, the outfits are really cute. Also, the decoration with the, I'm gonna have to add another screenshot, with the coat rack in the back. It just looks so cool. It just looks cool. Oh my god.
I'm not being overdramatic when I say that I would rather sit naked on a hot grill than wear something off the rack.
Yeah, a lot of people, again, just have this reaction of, oh, you'll find someone. Or, oh, that's not real. Or maybe you've just always just had bad sex, you know? It's so weird. I hate it. I hate it. Because, yeah, no, most people will not take it serious. And it completely sucks. I think this was just posted with a comment of, well, they were written by women, so it's fine. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've always been more attracted to like characters in books or series or like movies than to actual people. Maybe that's just me. I don't think it is though, but it just makes so much more sense somehow. Yeah, what? You realize that queer is an umbrella term, right? And that it includes gender as well. I mean, you can be asexual and queer. Like, you can still be romantically attracted to the same gender or something. And you can just be non-binary or trans or anything, really. Queer doesn't just mean you're attracted to the same gender. That's literally not what queer means. That's why it's an umbrella term. Honestly, why do they look so good? I love the makeup. But honestly, if we would all start being cool with each other, no one would have to treat each other like a dirty secret, because they could just be like, oh, hey, this is the person I like, or this is the person I'm sleeping with, whatever it is. Because honestly, who cares? Who cares? Legit, if you like each other, or if you just want to hook up, or whatever it is, why would you be judged for it? Like, it seems so weird to judge someone for it. Because honestly, it's two consensual adults. Who gives a shit? What are you doing with your life that you can care so much about what other people do? Legit, how do you have the energy for it? I honestly, it still baffles me. Not gonna lie, I still don't understand it.
The best part about having homophobic family members while being a homosexual is the stories they come up with as to why you are a queer. Like, for example, last year during Thanksgiving, at the Thanksgiving table, may I add, one family member decided to graciously inform me that the reason why I'm queer is because I have a demon living inside of me. I just gotta say, if this is true, my demon got great taste. Not to mention, before I came out as queer, nearly all of my sexual encounters were traumatic. So hey, shout out to this demon for giving me finally consensual, safe, non-traumatic, enjoyable sex. And I actually just talked to a different family member that gave me another reason. Little backstory. When I was 21, before I dropped out of college, I took a class on religions and I loved it. I thought it was fascinating, and I wanted to educate myself on all different religions, including Satanism. So I bought myself a satanic Bible to properly educate myself. And flash forward a couple years, this family member found the Bible. And they just informed me that, Cammie, the reason why you are queer is because you bought that satanic Bible. You were not queer before you bought that. And I was like, I hate to break it to you, but I was. Anyways, to be honest, this shit sucks and it's really hurtful, but it makes it a little less sucky when we can laugh at the ridiculousness of it.
Again, I also hate to break it to your family, whoever said it, but I was queer a long time before I even knew about Satanism, or bought a satanic Bible for that matter. So, I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem hurtful just because it is so ridiculous. But still, it's kind of understandable to be hurt by it if they want to judge you like that. Because legit, just because it makes no sense doesn't mean it's not hurtful. I think I just personally, because I have kind of a different reaction to things than a lot of people apparently, I just couldn't take it serious if someone would say something like this to me, because it seems so unhinged to me that I just couldn't be upset. But I'm glad that even if it hurts you a little bit, you can still laugh about it, because legit, that's so weird. Well, apparently you can only be queer if you're Satanistic, I guess, which makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, again, this probably makes me more sad than it should. Because just knowing that if you have like homophobic family members visiting, you just kind of have to like change your entire decor and hide so many things because you know how hateful they are. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But honestly, not that your place didn't look good before, but if I walk into someone's apartment and they have like queer decorations, it just automatically like looks so much better to me just because I'm hella biased because I'm queer. I'll admit it. And no, I do not intend to change it, right? Because some biases aren't that bad. He has a point. He has a point. They can keep their damn opinion. Because stealing the rainbow from God is still kind of it's a very cool move, I'm gonna be honest. It seems pretty cool. I'm really proud of us for doing that. Flannels are also, honestly, if I see anyone wearing a flannel, I'm just gonna assume they're queer. You know? Like, I don't spend too much time assuming other people's sexuality, because at the end of the day, who cares, right? And even if I'm just like, oh, they must be queer because they're wearing a flannel, then if they're not, who really cares? Like, I'm not going to be upset about it because it seems weird, right? But honestly, I I'm not gonna condone stealing, but I still think we should steal some more things from the streets, like we're stealing all the animals already, right? I think we should keep doing that. I think we should steal more media attention just because so many homophobes get so mad at it, right? Because, oh my god, every show has to be queer now. Like, yes, it does. Get over it. You know, go watch your 2005 widely homophobic movie. I'm not referring to one in particular, by the way. I'm just, like, saying generally, like, there were so many things that when you watch them now just seems so unhinged because it just seems so homophobic. Because it was. Same with racism. Like, they just say things and you're just caught so off guard by it because it seems so much worse now than it did back then. Because it is that bad. But people just didn't really care back then, I guess. Anyways, that was all the TikToks for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new, like showering with your best friend, if you're the same gender, isn't very straight. And yeah, I will see you in 3 days with my next video. Until then, stay hydrated.